Now we're going to go to closing remarks, and we have two great speakers. I would love to introduce Sheila Oparaocha. She's the international coordinator for ENERGIA, and really probably the biggest gender expert in our sector, and so brings a very important perspective to this. So Sheila, I will pass it over to you for closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Dani. Let me start by saying ENERGIA is honored to collaborate with the government of Kenya and with others in organizing this event. Distinguished participants, as we have heard, I think we can all agree that with 4 billion people still lacking access to modern energy cooking services, and the 2030 deadline for achieving universal energy access just 9 years away, we need ambitious commitments for ensuring this is inclusive of cooking energy. And we need to lay the groundwork for the net zero carbon world of 2050. Over the past hour or so, we have heard some really exciting perspectives on a fundamentally different way of approaching a massive global challenge, using electricity for cooking. Over the past 3 years, although I heard Africa Development Bank saying 4 years, but over the past 3 years, there's been a strong new movement that has emerged, which is asking the international community to take the opportunities embodied in the promotion of electric cooking seriously. The evidence has shown new, highly efficient electric cooking devices can make electric cooking more and more affordable. These devices fit the changing taste and lifestyle of rapidly urbanizing populations across Africa and Asia, as we heard from Kenya Power, but also women's aspirations for progressive cooking technology. Electricity will provide the long-term solution to decarbonizing cooking as the international community embraces the greening of electricity generation. But perhaps most importantly, electricity cooking offers the opportunity for rapid scaling through its incorporation into existing electrification programs with the kind of large budgets which dwarf the amounts available for separate clean cooking programs. Drawing upon this, the organizers of this session would like to set a challenge to the international community. We have formulated this as 40-60 by 30. 40-60 by 2030 is a rallying call to ensure that gains in modern energy access are inclusive of its use for cooking while working towards low carbon solutions. This will give health, gender, environmental, and economic gains. 40-20 by 30 has two major components. First, we call for a target of 40% of all households connected to grid or off-grid electricity to be using it for cooking by 2030. Why? While SDG 7 progress reports show that 760 million do not have access to electricity, there are over 2 billion people who do have access to an electricity connection and yet continue to cook with polluting fuels. While over 96% of households in development have electricity connections, less than 30% of them cook with modern energy. In sub-Saharan Africa, my continent, just less than 50% of households have some access to electricity, and yet less than 10% have access to modern energy cooking. Secondly, we call for a target of 60% of those utilizing modern energy cooking to be utilizing energy generated from low carbon sources by 2030. Why? Cooking with polluting food accounts for 2% of carbon emissions, but a much higher proportion of black carbon emissions. As modern energy systems pivot towards renewable energy technologies, the access to clean cooking can match an improved access to low carbon energy. Ladies and gentlemen, as already shown in Shukri's presentation, these aspirational targets require integrated planning, leveraging the gains in modern energy access to be intentionally inclusive of cooking energy needs and demands. Research on energy efficient appliances for cooking has shown that how even on weak grids, high power loads and reliability concerns can be mitigated. Research also shows that cooking with electricity with efficient appliances can be cost effective and affordable for a significant portion of the population. Combining these aspirations, we believe that an achievable target is 40-60 by 2030. Thank you.